If you're looking for intellectual, informed basketball takes and you want to bring in media that knows what they're talking about, look no further than
never early, never late, but we always push the pace, yeah. And we really study tape, y'all just view the highlights, man, we really watching games, yeah. You just watch from the stands, we run 3-man weeks, Paul, Trey, and Allen, yeah. Way more than a fan, we got love for the game, we don't have to pretend. Got it out the mud like you get it off the glass. I'm the run the fast break, throwing me the outlet. Yeah, we got it out the mud like you get it off the glass. Time to run the fast break, throw me the outlet. We on the break, it's fast break. We on the break, it's fast break. Let's go.
What up, party people? You know what it is. Back again on a fine Saturday morning for another audio adventure. You know who it is. I'm your boy Rhoda, hostess with the mostest, and you know this. Joining me today are my brothers. Starting off, of course, the man in the middle, the steady one, the author, Monarch Dre, Mr. We Don't Have Enough.
All right. See. Hold on.
Dre Sock Passe.
And I just gotta add this in to the We Don't Have Enough. I was talking about cheaters on 2K. Y'all know who you are. No. Y'all know who you are, but you know what? Forget that. Okay? You start zenning us, I'm zenning back. Let's get it. Anyway.
You don't support that.
Don't do that. You won't get banned permanently. They're not playing around no more.
Facts. Also joining us, of course, my brother, the professional, the architect. We call him Morpheus. Alan, the man with the plan.
It's really good.
Big Jersey.
Oh,
my fault. Flatbush. You already know what it is. Fellas, how are we this fine morning?
I'm good. I just have to defend myself in the comments. The Christmas tree is coming down. I was just sick this week. All right,
brother, you had that Christmas tree up.
Nah.
Everybody relax. All right,
bro. It's about to be March.
It's coming down. Okay, just relax.
I didn't see it. I didn't see it behind you.
This is the same thing that happened last. It's the same. Why are y'all surprised? We've been rocking on this podcast for 3 years. Same thing every podcast, every year.
you won't get shamed every time. Let me tell you.
I'm not. The thing is, I don't feel embarrassed. I don't feel shamed. I just feel like I need to let y'all know what's going on. So we'll be coming down this week.
Anyway, let's get into it. We're going to start off. We're getting back to our broadcast format, ladies and gentlemen. You're going to get some segments. Enough of the talk about the team that shall not be named.
The Knicks.
Anyway, game of the week. Obviously, the game of the week to discuss is the All-Star game. Alan, I'm going to start with you. Talk us through the All-Star game and your thoughts.
Yeah. So I'm going to say that was a very enjoyable All-Star game to me. We came here for weeks and we kind of like shitted on it. I don't think any of us were excited for it. I'll speak for myself. I definitely was not excited for it. I have very low expectations. We came in, we talked about how the players and the press conferences were saying they're not going to try. But it turned out to be a really good product, and I'm very, very, very satisfied. It was a very solid game. For the new format with like the tournament style and the world versus the two USA teams is weird, but I feel like it got the job done. And I don't like the format. I prefer just a regular straight up, probably East versus West, if anything. But whatever two teams decide to make, I would prefer just like 12-minute quarter full game. But like I understand the idea behind it, and it turned out to be better. Like the players are, they're going in short bursts. After a game, one of the teams like sits down for a while and comes back later. It seems to be a better way to have this product and a better way to do this. I saw something recently, right, about what Draymond was doing an interview with, like, I think it was maybe Skip Bayless. I didn't see the interview, but I saw a clip, and Draymond made a really good point that, like, on regular game day, he has a whole routine. He gets up, does his like pre-workout stuff. He does like movement to get his body loose, whatever the case is, yada yada yada. All these professional athletes have their own routine and stuff. During the All-Star game, they don't even get a chance to do that. And the NBA has never even made the All-Star weekend about the game. It's always like super mad events going on. So how can you expect players to go in and play like a regular game? None of us expected them to be like a regular game, right? But we just wanted to be more competitive. But they're not even in that mindset because of that. And I feel like this new format gave him like a chance to do that because you're not doing it for a full game. And other than that, like big kudos to guys like Wemby. I want to say Cade Cunningham and Anthony Davis and Kawhi too. But those three guys specifically for me, they came in and set the tone immediately, especially Wemby. They came in with the attitude and mindset they're going to try. Wemby basically said it, right? Wemby basically said, like, nah, I want to win this. I want to make it competitive. He kept saying it throughout the weekend. Every time he was asked about it. So he came out, and those three guys came out, and they had the mindset, and it kind of, like, bled into the other people because that's just the nature of sports, basically, especially basketball. If a couple guys are trying, you don't want to be the one looking, like, weak out there. So it made for a great game. That last game with the two USA teams wasn't good, but that was expected. They still tried a little bit, but they just weren't making shots. So overall, really solid. I'm very happy with that All-Star game. The whole weekend, not so much, but that could be for a different topic for a different day.
Fair enough.
Okay, real quick before we go to you, Dre, I just want to remind everyone to vote for Potter of the Week and next week's game of the week in the comments. Okay, Potter of the Week. Paul is already disqualified as he's not. Hopefully we'll get him to join soon. But as you watch this episode, definitely vote for Potter of the Week. If you hear it, take you love in the comments, and also vote for next week's game of the week. And we are deciding between the Cavs and Pistons on Friday, the Thunder and Pistons on Wednesday, the Celtics and Nuggets on Wednesday, the Celtics and Lakers tomorrow, and the Spurs Pistons on Monday. If you prefer one of those games for us to break down next week, let us know in the comments, and also vote for Potter of the Week. Thank you.
Also fair. Let me add really quick. Just also please subscribe to all YouTube and all listening platforms. Subscribe.
And like and follow on TikTok. Like and follow on TikTok. We're trying to blow up everywhere. And the more you guys support, the more we're able to push out great quality content and hit you guys everywhere you get it. And the algorithm will bless us, and we will in turn bless you. So keep it coming.
Okay. All-Star game. Break it down.
Before I get into that, last thing, selfishly for game of the week. If we could not do one on Friday, because I will be traveling next week. So keep that in mind, voters. Keep that in mind.
Cavs Pistons, though, that's a strong option, bro. Cavs Pistons is
strong.
You said Spurs Pistons before too, right?
That's on Monday.
Yeah. I'm gonna be watching
Cavs. I want this Eastern Conference playoffs, bro.
Yeah, no,
it's gonna be a good one. It's gonna be a good one.
They are going to be intense. This is probably going to be one of the best playoffs that we've seen in maybe.
Which is crazy because we all thought the East was going to be trash this year.
I know. Yeah. You know what? I'll get into the All-Star game, but this kind of is what happens when, like, arguably the best guy in the conference is not available, right? And teams have either options. Arguably. And I think over the last few weeks,
it's not arguable. It's not arguable.
Let's not get into it.
No, it without betraying my fandom, it might have become arguable.
Actually, it's not arguable. The top 2 players are not going to be in the playoffs this year.
Top 2.
There's only 2 star players in the East that have championships.
Yeah, no, but Giannis will be available by the playoffs, won't he?
The Bucks are not going to be in the playoffs.
Yeah, they're probably not going to be in the playoffs.
The Bucks are not going to be in the playoffs? Aren't they the 5th seed? What are we talking about?
5th? No way.
What? Nah, am I bugging?
Am I bugging? Oh no, I am bugging. They're 11th.
You're wow. What are you talking about?
They dropped crazy. Hold on. They were not 11
games, ladies and gentlemen. He just exposed himself again.
No, I do watch the games. I just didn't realize they dropped that crazy.
You haven't seen them lose every night?
I have not. I've not been paying attention. I've not been paying attention to them like that. That being said, and it's important to pay attention. It's important to give effort, right? And that's why I'm going to make a controversial statement for next season, right? When we're voting for All-Stars, please keep in consideration guys who take this seriously and stop voting for players that are just going to show up, half-ass it, and then sit on the bench the rest of the game. It does not make
what
for
if
a good
they deserve
weekend.
it?
I don't care. I truly don't care. I truly don't care. I don't care if they deserve it. I don't care if they're putting up historic numbers. If you show up to you can care about the regular season and you can go win yourself an MVP over there. But we're trying to save the All-Star game. We're trying to build a brand here. There are guys that care about it and want to show up and make an effort. Guys like Wemby, guys like Ant, right? Guys like Kawhi, for whatever reason, cares about the All-Star game significantly.
I think it's because it was in LA. It was like his home, so he had to do that.
Yeah, but I feel like he always turns up for All-Star games. Like he's won like an All-Star MVP before too. So I feel like when
Are we sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the Toronto year. I'm pretty sure the Toronto year.
2019?
I think so. Double check me, but I'm pretty sure he has an All-Star MVP. Like the second Kobe got it, he's like, that's me.
That was Kevin Durant, sir.
In 2019?
Yeah, you're bug out.
Hold on. I'll circle back.
Why are you saying hold on like I didn't just look it up? What? Like I didn't just look it up.
Gotta love it. Fast breaks. You live on mic, sir.
Huh?
You live on mic. You got the hot mic.
Oh, you're right. Let me tell you something. Going to this past weekend's All-Star game, it was for all the reasons Alan said.
So he's just gonna move past it and just start talking about
yeah.
I didn't want no dead air. I'll look it up for you, Andre.
Look it up for me. Thank you. Thank you. Because I'm pretty sure he has an All-Star MVP, but like, forget that now. I gotta use my mic time. I gotta talk about the game, man. All right. So let's say this. All right. Going past the guys who don't care. It was really exciting, the format for me, even though I was a little skeptical, even though, as Alan said, in
2020.
2020. Okay, so it was the next year. Even though I was skeptical of the format, and I would prefer a 12-minute quarter format, I think it was still exciting up until the last game, actually. World versus the Stars team or Stripes team? I guess the Stars team, the red team.
That was not the last game.
No. I know the first game. The first game was exciting. The second game was exciting. The last game was absolutely not exciting. And you can tell that's when the guys stopped caring.
World versus Stars.
World versus Stars was exciting. World versus Stripes was exciting. And then Stars versus Stripes was not exciting.
That's not how it went. World didn't play twice in a row.
They had to. Because they went against both teams.
No. So it went World versus Stars, then it was Stars versus Stripes, then it was Stripes versus World, then it was Stripes versus Stars for the chip.
Stars versus Stripes played twice?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. It was like tournament style.
It was tournament style.
Okay. I must have missed the first one then. But I saw the second one. That wasn't exciting as hell. Regardless, leading up to it, Kawhi, obviously spectacular, explosive. I think he had 27 points in 12 minutes. Wemby, like we said, set the tone. There was defense being played. There was guys coming in. They were actually trying. And I think that's what this weekend really needs. It needs efforts. It needs people to care about it. I don't know if it's a good idea to switch back to the 12-minute format, to be honest. Because for all the reasons we talked about, I like the way it forced players to have to, come out and burst, be ready. It's like it's obviously a mini game, right? And you're trying to get to the next round. You're trying to make it. So force guys to be ready up until the very last game. I don't know if we need to reduce the number of games that are getting played because it's either the Stripes team got gassed or they didn't care anymore, but something happened to them where they stopped giving effort.
It was the equivalent of 4 quarters. It was the same, like the length of the event was the same amount of time.
I guess, I don't know. Point being,
because it was double elimination, right? So Stars played World, Stars won, so they got a pass.
Right.
Then the Stars played the Stripes won, so they each had 1 win. Then the Stars had to play World again because they both have 1 loss, and the World won. And then the World played the Stripes won, and so the World got double eliminated. And then the championship for the 4th quarter was Stars versus Stripes.
Okay. So it's really 5 quarters. That's what we're talking, 5 games. So it's an extra quarter by the end.
Where are you getting this math, bro? I just gave you 4 games.
You say it again.
Stars played World.
Right.
Stars won.
Right.
Then Stars played Stripes.
Right.
Stripes won.
Right.
Then World played Stars again. Hold on, am I tripping?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You said 5 before.
No, sorry. World played Stripes after that.
Okay.
And Stripes won. Then Stripes played Stars.
Okay. All right. You said an extra game before. That's why I was confused. All right. Got it. All right. So 4 quarters makes sense. I dig it. I like I said, I was skeptical. I dig it. I like to see the intensity. I like to see the intensity coming out. I think there's a lot of guys that are still, thanks to Wemby and Ant and Cade, they're setting a tone, right? They're setting a tone of young guys coming in caring about this again, which does well for us because, the dunk contest was terrible. The 3-point shooting contest was actually exciting. We're not
gonna break down the whole All-Star. It doesn't deserve that. We're giving the game of the week, but the whole All-Star weekend does not deserve breakdown.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Like I said, just the highlights. Just the highlights. I saw high octane offense. I saw defense being played, and I saw effort. And if we keep that up, then All-Star weekend is back for real.
All right, it's time for rapid fire takes. Because Paul is not here, I'm going to give you each an extra 30 seconds for each of these topics so y'all can really get a take off, try to vie for that Potter of the week. You feel me? Okay.
Yeah, no thoughts.
I don't want to hear from Dre first on this topic. I want to hear from Alan.
So,
Alan.
What's the first one?
Don't worry. We're going to pull up the time real quick. Here we go. Boom, boom. You ready?
Yeah.
Cade fade. Go.
Listen, man. All right. First of all, Cade Cunningham, bro. I know me and Per had already said it, but I think the rest of the world and whoever else didn't agree with that can now finally agree that Cade is at least a superstar in the league. He's gotten to that point at least where we could be looking to him to expect him to do even greater things. That game, Cade came in and just put BTA, as they say, to the Knicks. And you know what BTA means. Yeah. That's all it was. I don't even have that much game breakdown because it's the same thing that we've been, because this is not the first time this matchup has been a game of the week, right? It's just more of the same thing. Except this time he did it with a depleted roster. His all-star center was out, and the Knicks had a healthy roster. I really wish Paul Robinson was here because I want to ask him just one question. Did this game count? Did this game count? Did this game count? That's all I want to. That's all I want to ask.
That's never been my position. That's never been my position.
I know, and that's why I wish Paul Robinson was here.
It's his time.
But it was BTA. K put 40 against the Knicks, where he was just doing everything, scoring from everywhere on the floor. It's time this man got some MVP recognition. I don't know if he's going to be MVP this year, but as superstar ascension, he's cementing himself as the best team in the East, and it's his time, dog. It's his time. BTA.
All right. Okay, Dre. Solo defense.
I don't need a minute and a half.
Solo defense. Go.
I don't have a defense to give. Okay. from a game. Sorry, my computer's bugging out. From a game breakdown, I mean, I think it's pretty clear that we didn't do well. We had a bad game. Everyone had a bad game. Even Jalen Brunson had a bad game with 6 turnovers. But I don't want to focus on them right now because a lot of what went well for the Pistons and a lot of what's continuing to go well is Cade Cunningham. There is no question that he is a superstar in this league. There is no question that he is a top 10 player in this league, for sure. And he's not near the bottom of that 10. I'll tell you that right now. There is a very real argument that he is becoming one of the best point guards in this league. And very soon, if no one does anything about it, he will be the best point guard in this league. He has these Detroit Pistons looking like the Showtime Lakers with toughness, right? He's taken 2 80s teams and mixed them together, and that's what he's got right now. Because they are I'm not trying to hate on them. They get away with a lot of hard fouls. They get away with a lot of hitting. They're very physical. But somehow he turns that. I don't care. I don't care if you boo it. Watch the games. Watch the games. They get away with mad stuff. He turns these – he makes every player better while somehow getting 30, getting 40, getting to his spot. One thing we say a lot of, he's so big, he gets to his spots, but he's also incredibly intelligent. Last thing I'll say, he might be the smartest player in the league right now. Just throwing that out there. So he has a high, very, very high ceiling. Yeah. Whoa. High praise. Okay. This is high praise.
He's just, but with Hallie out, he's just the only true point guard because Luke is a point forward. He's the only true point guard left in the league. With Trey hurt and with Tyrese out, he's a 30-10 guy, which is what your all-star point guard should be doing.
Yeah, but he's more than just.
Yes, that's shade. And yes, that's shade. You can get 40 and still set your teammates up. This man, 42-13. 42-13, brother.
And then
without
8 rebounds on top of that.
Center.
Yeah.
Without his all-star center.
I mean, no, for real. That's fantastic. I mean, if we're gonna break down, I can't look.
We're not.
Okay. Well, you can't say all that. You can't say all that and be like, "Oh, we're not gonna break it down," and be like,
"We're not." Rapid fire takes. Kawhi.
You just made a whole take.
Kawhi says it's over.
It is.
Alan.
Oh, me? Honestly, I'm not all the way like that. At a certain point, only because it comes from Kawhi. At a certain point in the season, like you kind of know it's over. And when he says over, I'm assuming he means like championship expectation. But that doesn't mean like he's just giving up on the season. He's still trying to push. He's still trying to win games. Obviously, we've seen him these last few weeks, and they've been one of the hottest teams for like months now, right? But at the same time, like his front office just traded away 2 of their best players. Like it's not coming from him that the season's over. It's what he sees the team direction is going in. They got a bunch of young guys now. Like this is clearly not meant to win. It should be a championship team. But that doesn't mean that he's not going to go to playoffs and try to win every game that he can and win every series that he can. So I don't know what the online chatter about it is, but I hope people are not coming at him too crazy. I've seen like the memes. But I'm not mad at him for having this take because it's just about your approach to the game, or specifically for him, who has like really bad injury issues. He's not going to be like full throttle right now. He's going to take it strategically, and I'm really not mad at that. As long as he keeps trying to win games and he doesn't sit out. If he's actually playing, I think this is an okay comment to make. It's not the first time guys have made this comment. I hear LeBron said something like this recently.
Quick question for both of y'all before we turn over to Dre for full time. Should DG come back?
To who?
Darius Garland.
Should Darius Garland come back?
Well, it depends. What's the nature of his injury? Do you know?
It's the same foot.
I know he has like ankle. Yeah. Oh,
it's
foot.
The same foot.
Strategic. If I'm looking at it in totality and I'm looking at it from the team's perspective, I'm going to say no. I'd rather him, because we so far behind already that I don't think it's worth it for him to come back and try extra hard for us to still be like in the play-in. If we're going to make the play-in, we're going to make the play-in anyway. I'd rather him rehab it, come back fresh next season, and we have a whole different expectation of the team, and let us like retool the roster, maybe whatever the case is.
Even though he's been rehabbing it literally all season.
Yeah,
but not. I don't know the extent of his rehab before, but he was in and out the lineup before, so I don't know how.
Has he played this year? I don't know. Has he played this year?
Yeah, he's played.
If he has, it's been very minimal. I mean, I don't to that end. I don't know. Here's the thing: they got less than 30 games to figure out how to get some continuity going, and you can't. Just
he's played some games. He's played some games,
like a lot, because I'm pretty sure it's been very minimal.
He's played about 26 games.
Oh, it's more than minimal. Okay, he's played a decent amount.
No, that's not a decent amount out of 82.
No, it's not a decent amount, but it's a decent amount compared to what I was thinking. I thought it was like 10.
Fair enough.
I don't know. It might be worth it for him to shut it down, And I hate to say that, when you have an almost healthy player and you have a great player like Kawhi, but
because if they sneak into playing and he comes back healthy, that's not a little bit of a dangerous squad?
No.
Really?
No, it is. Who's the playmaker?
Darius Garland.
He's not a playmaker like that, and he's never been.
We don't know that because he's been playing before Donovan Mitchell got here. Did we say that?
I did. I didn't see him be a prolific playmaker at any juncture of his career. Saw him be okay. I saw him have the ability to do it, but I don't know that I've ever been like, yeah, that's the guy I want running my offense. That's the guy who's going to be the engine, And that's a big difference between, him and James Harden, right? James Harden is an engine. James Harden does get you 11 assists. James Harden does set up everybody on the team. He'll make your center an all-star, and he's done it multiple times. I don't know that that's Darius Garland.
So his peak season, in 21-22, he averaged 8.6 assists. Mm-hmm. And then in 22-23, he averaged 7.8 assists.
Okay.
And the Cavs got Donovan Mitchell when? In 2022. So, again, like I said, prior to Donovan getting there, he was a young player trending towards 2010.
Correct. He had the ability. He had the capability, but I've never seen him become that.
Because Donovan Mitchell got there.
No, even before that, he was only at 8. I've never seen
8.6. That's, if that was his third year, you're averaging 8.6 assists in your third year. If Donovan Mitchell doesn't come there, he doesn't turn to a 10 assist guy.
I don't know. We can't speculate. We don't know. I'm telling you right now, I'm not saying he can't do it. I'm telling you, I don't know that I've seen him do it. And for how the Clippers play, right? I think that's something that Kawhi would need in order to turn this around. He needs somebody, because if it's not him, who's going to be the engine on this team? Who's going to set guys up? Who's going to make sure Kawhi's getting it where he needs to get it?
I'm just saying, because you'll have no time to scout them, I think a healthy Darius Garland coming. Now, the loss of Zubac hurts because he doesn't have a bona fide pick and roll partner, but you got Brook Lopez out there.
Yeah, but so Brook Lopez I don't know. Not like a pick and roll player anymore. He's a pick and popper. You still have 1-5 game, right? Like 1-5 game, even if it's pick and pop, can be deadly. See Jokic Murray. True.
Right? So you got a wild DG out there surrounded by some decent shooting and some athletes, and then Kawhi playing at the level he's playing at. I'm not saying you pick him. I'm just saying that's not a dangerous enough squad to see it, to throw him out there and see what happens.
That's a pretty solid 6th seed in the West. And
I'm not even talking about seed. I'm just saying, if you get in the play-in, and he's healthy, you don't throw him out there and see what they could do.
If you get in the play-in, that's a big if. If you get in the play-in, yeah. But if you don't, what are we talking about? Because
of course, you don't throw him out there to just play to game 82 and be done. But Alan, that's what I'm asking you as well. If they get in the play-in and DG is healthy, you don't throw him out there and see what could happen.
To me, I look at it as is the juice worth the squeeze? You know what I mean? If what's the risk versus the reward? I feel like the reward is not big enough for me to just throw him out there unless I really think about this. Make a run.
You got two guys. I mean, it's the Paul George Kawhi theory all over again. You got two guys who often get injured. So if you have them both healthy in the playoffs, what are you saving them for? Hoping they're both healthy in the playoffs again next year?
Like, you get it, you got to do it. If you get it, you got to do it. But
it depends, because if they're contemplating putting him in or not, then it means he's not 100% healthy. If he's 100% healthy, that changes the thing completely. But if they're
that's what I'm asking. Do you think it's obvious? Do you think obviously if he's 100% healthy, he'd play?
Yeah, if someone's 100% healthy, I'm always lead on the side of you gotta play him. Don't sit.
Well, that ties back. That ties back to the "it's over" comment. Trying to bring this full circle.
Well,
is it over? That's why I'm like, is the criticism potentially you're saying it's over, but you got an all-star point guard on the roster and y'all are in 7th currently? Like, why is it over? Like, in terms of winning the chip, maybe, because you're not going to throw a team together and get to the championship. But the Mavs did just do that 2 years ago. They made major trades at the trade deadline. Now, it wasn't of a star, fair enough, but it was for 2 starters, and they made a run to the finals. So while it is hard to integrate a whole star, is it over if y'all are in the 7th seed and he might come back?
I mean, the question really comes down to Kawhi Leonard, honestly.
Well, that's why I feel like it's over comments is interesting, because that means he's thinking whether DG comes back or not.
Right. Well, no, even just that. I mean, with Kawhi, there are always injury concerns. We don't know, and we don't always know play by play what he's dealing with. And I say that because after that burst he had in the All-Star game, he did seem slow, unengaged, and I do wonder if he's having a little pain. And he's like, you know what, I'm starting to feel hurt. This guy's
just tired and old, bro.
I don't know. This guy is the thing is with Kawhi Leonard, this guy is so quiet. You don't truly know until you know. So there could be a little bit more going on there that we are unaware of at the time frame. And he might have already had conversations with DG, and DG saying, you know what, brother, I'm sorry, I'm not ready to go. So we don't know what's going on behind the scenes. And I think if a guy like Kawhi Leonard, who is perennially one of the greatest playoff contenders we've ever seen, is telling us, yeah, it's not happening, we might believe him. There should be a little reason to believe him.
Alan?
Well, I think it is. I just think, plain and simple, he just doesn't believe in this roster like that, to the point that they're title contention, which is not out the realm for a superstar to say, right? But the reason I say that is one of these recent comments that he just made. And I remember when they traded James Harden and Zubac, around that time, he had said something. I forgot the question, so I'm going to paraphrase it. And I don't remember exactly what he said, so I'm paraphrasing it. But he said something about, like, well, now we have, like, a much younger team, so I guess it's more so about, like, developing now more than anything. So to me, if I take all that into account, it just seems like he doesn't think this roster is, more so than anything else, he doesn't think this roster is good enough to win the championship.
Yeah, championship. Is it maybe I'm thinking, like, for him, if we're not competing for a championship, what are we doing? Because again, like, even if you go, this is a young team, it's not a rookie team by any. There's like DG is not a super duper young guy. He's a guy who's been in the playoffs before. He's a guy who's been a #1 seed, projected to go far in the playoffs before. He just hasn't. They've just come up short. So, like, my question is, if DG is getting healthy, do you think he feels like that? Like, this is a young team that's just about developing, like, or does he think that, hey, I'm gonna come back and let's shake some shit up? I got Kawhi Leonard now, because for DG's perspective, although my health has been an issue, Donovan Mitchell on his own without me hasn't been able to get it done. Does he look at it as like, yo, my running mate is Kawhi now? Like, because if I'm me, that's me, right? I'm DG. I'm like Kyle Lowry. Like, you know, I've been running with DeMar all these years. I got Kawhi Leonard now. Let's go do something. Like, if you're DG, like, yo, I'm younger than Kyle was at that time. I'm still on my ascent. I'm playing at an all-star level when healthy. Like, I got Kawhi now. Let's go. Like,
it don't matter if Kawhi don't rate you like that. If Kawhi don't rate you like that, it don't really matter.
That's a fact.
Well, we know for a fact Kawhi didn't rate the Raptors rosters like that at all, and they still won the chip.
Yeah, that's a fact.
That's true.
He said from day one, I'm leaving, and they went and won a chip.
That's crazy. That's crazy. I don't know. And the other level of it is look at the competition that they got going on in the West.
Again, yeah, of course. No one's talking about winning necessarily, like thinking they can win the actual chip.
But that's what
I
he's
just think that if DG's on a contract, right? If they made this trade thinking DG's the long-term option, but not fully rebuild because you still got Kawhi and he's healthy, like why not have the mindset of let's make a run, let's take a shot. Kind of like LeBron and Luka last year. They knew they wasn't about to trade their absolute number one star and win a chip the same year. Like everyone probably knew that wasn't realistic, but there was value in making the run, right? Like getting some experience, Luka getting comfortable, getting some chemistry in a playoff setting with the Luka, Austin, LeBron combo. Like no one in their right mind actually thought we were going to go all the way, but everyone was like, hey, yo, like if we can get to the second round or to the Western Conference playoffs, that's good XP, right? For long term.
No, you're right.
Why wouldn't the Clippers think that way? Like, hey, let's get healthy and let's just make a run to get that under the belt.
We got to be careful here because we don't know what the Clippers are thinking. We just know what Kawhi said, right? So this could be a disconnect, right?
That's kind of what I'm trying to hint at. Like, is there possibly a non-alignment? Because if I'm DG, I don't think I'm feeling the way he said. Like,
I wouldn't. What do you, brother? I'm right here. Pass me the ball. Let's make something happen. So, and it also could be him telling you, I'm asking for a trade. This is what I'm talking about with Kawhi.
Oh, he ain't going nowhere, bro. He's home. He's getting paid under the table. Kawhi's not going anywhere.
Getting paid under the table is crazy, but all right.
It's not even an allegation anymore. It's an established fact.
I mean, he might be finding himself on your team next season.
That decision might be coming soon, by the way. After the All-Star break is over, we might hear more about that punishment. This will be interesting.
Let's keep it moving.
Maybe that's why it's over.
Oh,
it's over.
The money's over, man. I gotta go back to
for this first one, we're gonna throw it to Paul. And speaking of all-star point guards maybe coming back, Paul, do you think Steph should even come back this year? Porzingis just made his debut. He looked not bad. Is this a scenario where they should shut it down and get ready for next year? Or do you put Steph back out there and see what can happen?
I'll put him out there and see what happens. Because all right, teams should only shut it down when you're tanking, right? And going for a high draft pick. If Porzingis plays the rest of the year, you're not going to get a high draft pick. So what's the point in sitting him? You know what I mean? Like or you're just going to preserve him for next year? What's even your plans for next year? What are the Warriors doing? We don't know what the Warriors are doing. So
because we know Jimmy's out for probably the year.
Yeah, right. So to me, put him out there, see what happens. If anything, you have tape on what the team is, and you could evaluate what moves you should make in the offseason. If nothing else. But just sitting him like this, they have to figure out what direction they want to go with. Because they have an aging superstar who's still a superstar, but they're kind of moving like a team that's looking to the future. You know what I mean? So they kind of have to figure out what it is. There's a few teams in the NBA that got to figure out what they're trying to do. There's a few teams, but I don't sit him. If anything, take him out of games early. If anything, but like don't sit him.
And a restriction.
All coming in with the efficiency under the time, clean. Paul, real quick, do you have the same mentality regarding the Clippers and Darius Garland? Real quick.
Darius Garland is nice. I think Kawhi doesn't think, because I heard I think Kawhi doesn't think he's as nice as Harden, quite frankly, and I think that's all it comes down to. But he is still nice. So you put him out there because if Kawhi is healthy, look, is this team
gotta go for it? Yeah, if you get a healthy Kawhi, you have to go.
Is this team significantly less talented than the Toronto Raptors were in 2019?
That's what we were saying.
If
And that's
Kawhi
what I'm
goes,
saying. It all comes down to
There's
Kawhi.
no Pascal. That's the only thing I would say. There's no Pascal.
I mean, John
Right.
Collins got to step up. Go do something.
He's
but
been playing
Darius
well.
Garland,
He's been playing well.
Darius Garland could put up the points that Pascal was putting up.
Yeah, but can he put up the? This is what I'm trying to say. This is where it all started for me. Who is the playmaker?
Let's not go back in circles. I think Paul heard the whole thing. I've already pointed out that
Okay.
Darius Garland has averaged 9 assists before in this league as a young guy. I totally think he can do it, but it's either here or there. Last rapid fire. Sorry. Dre, let's go to you
For what?
for a rapid fire take on should Steph come back.
I mean, it's such a hard question because I'm looking at his age as well. Oh, timer's not going for me. All right. So it's such a hard question because I'm looking at his age. All right. He's what, 37, 38 now? Windows closing. Jimmy Butler's out. Draymond is useless. Kristaps Porzingis doesn't it's if they were in a win now position where they like all the pieces were moving, and I'd be like, yeah, of course. But it's such a hard decision for him, mostly because again, level of competition, level of where they're at, and what they're actually going to be going into the playoffs with. I don't know that they have that much going for them right now. If he doesn't come back, they might get some pieces right through the draft. I don't know if they're going to be a lottery team, but they might get some pieces through the draft. If he does come back, re-injury is always an issue. The team might not go that far, and it's all for what, right? You know, you're saying, you know, he's here, he's available at his age, he's ready to go, so let him take his shot. And we know Steph Curry. We know the second he touches the playoffs, it's very hard to root against him because he smells blood and he's going to go take a shot, and he's probably going to make those shots, honestly. I just don't. It's really not a question of him. This is the opposite with the Clippers. It's not a question of him. It's a question of the team. If the team turns around and is like, yeah, we're ready to go with you, bring him back. But otherwise, there's no point because they're not going to go anywhere.
I want to also point out before Alan goes, it's a relatively unfamiliar injury as well. We know Steph typically has dealt with some shoulder things, some hand things,
Ankle,
some
obviously.
backside things, and some ankle things. This is a knee. This is not something that he's dealt with before. So I wonder how that plays in. Alan, how do you feel?
Man, for Steph Curry, for this situation, you can't sit out, man. For just like Paul, like both of y'all said, actually, like his age plays a factor. Like Steph Curry's 37. You don't know how much time you really have left. So you can't just like sit idly by and like hope that like if you unless this goes to like your health. If sitting out is the best thing for your knee, do it. But if you're able to play and you're still like healthy enough to play, you should play. Because like I said before, it's all about is the juice worth the squeeze. If you sitting out doesn't get you a top draft pick, which is not going to do for the Warriors this season, there's no point for him sitting out. You might, if you're Steph Curry, you gotta at least try to go for it, make the playoffs, do something, see what you got with this team. And I know Jimmy's out. I know Porzingis might be in and out the lineup. Just like I just said, Draymond has not been the best this season. But like, what is your alternative? Like, you're not going to get a high draft pick. It's not going to do anything for your career. It's not going to do anything for your season if you sit out. Like, the only thing I could do is just hope to trade maybe in the offseason. So let's go and play. Like, you gotta play for Steph Curry. You got to if you're able to. I don't need the rest of my time.
He yields his time to the floor. All right. We have one more final take, and it connects all of this. And it's funny because Steph is one of probably the most candid, has had one of the more candid comments about this topic, and that is tanking. Adam Silver has formally acknowledged tanking, and the reports are that there will be official sanctions announced soon for teams that are investigated and found to be formally tanking. Steph Curry recently said, he asked reporters, how many teams are tanking? and he said, what, 10 teams, a third of the league? Sure. But the rest of the teams, we got the play-in as a factor, and the rest of the teams are playing hard. And then maybe, 10 teams who are tanking, trying to get picks, but it's really probably not that big of a deal. Interesting. He says that when, I think with both him and the Clippers, I think if we see these all-star point guards not come back, then you have to ask the question, are they tanking the rest of their season trying to get a pick and fully reset? So just overall, what do you think about this announcement from the league that, hey, we're going to really start curtailing this? Alan, I'm going to go back to you. What do you think?
Oh, no. There you go.
Yeah, I love this announcement from the league because I think, like I said, I think I said this before, but there's different types of tanking, right? There's a situation where you trade your best players, you go young, and you put your thing out there knowing you're going to be bad and you're going to get a high draft pick. That's one thing. I think we definitely need more punishment for this egregious type of tanking where you're intentionally sitting out your best players when your team shouldn't be a really bad team. That's the egregious thing. When it comes to tanking, it's just, I think it's natural in sports. You're going to get it. You kind of have to do it, especially in the NBA. There's not that many avenues to get your team better. You only got free agency. You only got trades, and you only got a draft. That's it. You got 3 ways. So this is just naturally going to happen. And this is all sports, really. This is naturally going to happen in sports. There's not going to be a world where, like the NBA, where in any sport that tanking doesn't exist, but you got to do it ethically. And I think whatever punishment comes should come in the form of punishing teams that they don't have to do it, that they're going to have to start doing it ethically, because there should be no reason that the Jazz should sit out their starters in the middle of a close game and for a whole fourth quarter. That's egregious, and that should never happen in the NBA game. Never happen. So I'm all for these punishments. I hope they make sense. I hope they don't deter teams from becoming bad teams in order to get a high draft pick. I just hope it stops the unethical stuff that ruins the game, honestly.
Paul, Adam Silver cracks down. What do you think?
First of all, ethical tanking is crazy. I've never heard of something like that in my life. All right. But
the difference, man.
Ethical tanking is crazy. All I'll say is this, though, right? This is going to go one of 2 ways. Either the fines or penalties that Adam Silver and his team comes up with aren't that impactful, so it doesn't change anything, or teams are going to start suing the league. This is a very, very, very slippery slope. I don't think people understand how slippery this really is. Just an example. The Jazz sit their starters in the fourth quarter in a close game, right? You could literally make an argument as a coach. Will Hardy could literally say, I want to get these young guys this experience. That's why I sat them. You're basically controlling teams and how they manage their roster and lineups within games in doing this, right? How do you prove that a team is tanking, right? This is a very, very slippery slope. I don't think people understand how slippery it is. And it's going to get to the point where either teams tank because the fines aren't that crazy, or they sue the league. I'm telling you. It's a very dangerous game that Adam Silver is playing. I know why, but
Dre, final take.
So it is a very dangerous game, as Paul said. And my question, first and foremost, is what are the forms of these sanctions? Are they going to be financial only, or are they going to be a little bit more severe to a team's future in the form of taking away the pick, right, or reallocating the pick? That is an interesting prospect for me, and I would like a little bit more coming from Adam Silver on that. With that being said, it's obviously a very serious situation where teams that we love, that certain people don't want us to talk about, that have been negatively affected by tanking, especially when they hold another team's pick. That team tanks, and it's a guarantee. It's not fair. It's not fair. You're controlling, as Paul said, you're controlling a team's future. You're creating narratives, and you're creating potential unethical holds of power, really. And you're really just not making the game fair or fun, or like at a level also is disrespectful to the fans, right? There should be no Jazz fans that are paying for tickets that are sitting there and waiting in the fourth quarter and seeing all their starters bench for no reason.
There are no Jazz fans paying for tickets. You could have just ended the sentence there.
There probably are though. There probably are though. My point is there. It's much like the cheating that happens in 2K. It obviously needs to happen, but we have to see how these sanctions are going to take form and how seriously teams are going to take it.
All right, let's go full screen mode. Let's go into our debate of the week. This one's a little lighthearted one because we want to stay efficient with our time today. I'm gonna give y'all a lineup. Y'all tell me what y'all think is going to happen, okay? Imagine it's the 2027 All-Star Game in Phoenix. It's Saturday night. If we have our way, it's the final event of the night. 3-point shootout, and this lineup is announced. Dame Dollar, Chef Curry, Clay, I got 4. D Book, Con Knuppel, Luke Kennard, James Harden for whatever team he's playing for that season. And in his return from ACL season, Kai. Tell me who comes out the first round to go to the final. Let's start there. Who comes out the first round and what's the score and how does it go?
Oh,
we're talking about Wardell doesn't make it out. Like, what are we talking about here? It's Wardell. Wardell makes it out.
With a score of what?
Damn near 30.
It's hard to say the scores, man. Like, anything could happen.
I like, come on, tell me. So 29. Wardell gets out with a 29.
29.
Okay.
Right. How many people come out in the first round?
I think 4.
I don't want to give away my take, but I mean, 2 people go to the finals. But if there's a tie for second place, 3 people could go, or those 2 people could have a shootout for second place. In my mind, this gets very creative.
Okay, I think Wardell is definitely one of mine. Look like a score like I'm gonna say 29, 30, somewhere between 29 and 31. My second one, I don't know if I'm gonna be alone in this, but I think Con Knuppel is coming out. I like him a lot. He can shoot the ball. He can shoot the ball, bro. That young kid. The score is gonna be like 27-ish. That's my pick.
Oh, sorry. I take it back. Sorry. So the 8 players go in the first round. It's the 3 highest scoring players go to the chip.
3.
Okay.
And
if there's a tie for the final spot, a 70-second tiebreaker round is played. So you get 3 players, or you can say that 2 players tie for third, or for more than third, and a shootout has to happen to determine the last spot or the last 2 spots.
I got Steph, Dame, and Book. And my fault. Wardell, Dame, and Book.
Clean. Just they have the 3 highest scores clean out of the first round.
Yes.
And they definitely wouldn't have the lowest. I'll tell you that.
And I say Steph and Dame because I think they are just without question the best 3-point shooters out of that group. And then Devin Booker has
whoa.
Yes.
Better than Clay's out. Clay's not top 3
in 2027.
Yeah,
you're not even talking about
2027. You're right. I'm thinking all time.
Nah, he's right. 2027 Phoenix. So I got Steph and Dame right now are the best 3-point shooters. I think Dame proved that this past All-Star break.
True.
Because that was kind of crazy. Like he just came back off an injury and scored as highly as he did. It's kind of crazy.
He's been doing is standstill shooting, which is going to be my explanation for what I say. But keep going.
Okay. Well, And then Book, I think he has the most consistent form. as we saw. So it's like every time he gets the ball, he shoots the same way.
Right.
He's like robotic. You know what I mean?
I say Dame for my third guy too. I didn't pick a third guy. I say Dame. I agree with that.
Yeah. Now, as far as who wins, but I don't know.
That's a great question. That's a hard to.
I don't know. Because Dame right now is the king of the 3-point contest.
Yeah, because I think it's different when they're in a 3-point contest because you're shooting balls off the rack.
Right.
So I feel like just because Steph shoots so many unorthodox threes anyway, I think he's got the advantage of that. Dame has already proven he could do that and win multiple times. And I think Con Knipple could do it too, just because he came out really like hot as a rookie in this last one. So I could see him in the future as he getting better and practicing it and really wants to do it. I could see him getting better at that.
I don't see him being better than Book or Dame or Steph though.
All right. Here's what I got. Dame comes out scorching in the first round. Okay? He comes out with a 31. He goes crazy. Right? Con goes next. The next person that gets close is Con with a 23. Right? He gets Con with a 23. After that, Steph comes with a 24. So Steph locks up the second spot. 23 is now the score to beat to get the third spot. Clay goes, he gets a 23, misses his last shot.
Come on, man.
Why are we thinking this a shot?
Kai steps up. Kai gets 24. So he clears. He's now tied with Steph for the second highest score. 23. He has the third spot, technically speaking. So 24 is the score to beat, but that would also mess things up, right? Book comes out and gets 24. So now you have a 3-way tie for second and third. They go to a shootout. In the shootout, Steph puts up 29. Clears for the second spot. Kai and Book have a shootout. Book goes 27. Kai goes 25. And so the final is Dame, Steph, and Book. What do you think?
It's possible.
Yeah,
I think it's impossible to think of this like that kind of lineup without Dame and Steph being there. And personally, it could be Book, it could be Kai, it could be Clay. I don't care really who the third is. I just know those top two are going to be there. So it could end up going the way you're saying.
Kai is a 3-point champion before.
I know.
And much
he's coming off an
like
injury.
Dame this year, he's coming off an injury, which means he's been standstill shooting for a year.
That's true. I'm not saying it can't be him. I'm just saying there are only two locks for sure, right? Steph's a lock, Dame's a lock. Everybody else, you can go get it.
No, but I think there's a separation on who's going to be in competition for that third spot. I think it's only going to be Book and Kai. I don't think Clay. I think Clay will come just short, and I think of the rest of the field, Con will be just as short.
I can't definitively.
Yeah, no, that's hard.
Say that. I don't know because it depends on how they're feeling that day too. You know, depends on how they're feeling that day.
Like, partied the night before.
That's very real. What's the routine you're doing? What's you doing before this?
You never know. You know
I also wonder if they all take it as seriously as each other do.
Oh, they will.
I feel like Dame takes
for
it
transparency. This idea comes from a DM from Dame to Steph. After the All-Star weekend, Dame DM'd Steph and said, "Yo, next year, me, you, Clay, Book, and 4 other real shooters." And Steph said, "I'm in. Let's do it. Clay will do it if I ask him to."
Okay, so we definitely got Dame and Steph serious for sure. Clay,
Book is taking it serious, especially if Clay.
Yeah, Book too. Book said he was because it's going to be a Phoenix. So yeah, those two for sure. I don't know if Clay will take it seriously.
Clay is absolutely taking it seriously.
I don't.
Thank
know.
you. We're booking it.
Don't know.
People
We're
sleeping
booking
on.
Steph in it.
I said he's not making it. He knows people.
I think he's taking it seriously, and I really think y'all sleeping on Clay. He might not take it seriously. He might not be able to perform in a game, but we're talking about standstill threes. Standstill threes.
Also won it before. I think people don't understand that a lot of the names I've thrown out here are people who've won it. Dame has won it. Steph has won it. Book has won it. Clay has won it. Kai has won it.
Yeah, Knuckle is the only one.
And he's gonna win it. He's gonna win it eventually. Honestly,
Harden might go crazy too because he hasn't won it.
Harden.
He's not a standstill. He needs dribble rhythm. He's not a standstill guy.
I agree, but you never know. He might just lock in. He might take it like game 7. Well, nah. If he takes like a game 7, he's gonna lose.
Tatum has locked in. Even though Tatum's a off the dribble rhythm guy, Tatum locked in 1 year and got very close. He got to the finals, and then he just bricked.
That's what I'm saying. Anything could happen.
All right, so are we all agreed the 3 coming out are Dame, Steph, and Clay? I mean, Dame, Steph, and Book?
No, I don't know. Dame and Steph can't agree on the third. I don't know who the third is.
You got to make a pick, bro.
If you're asking me to make a pick, I'm going to go. I'll go Kai.
I got Book at home. No way Book is at home and not getting to the finals.
I'm saying Book.
Oh, you're right. It is Phoenix. You're right. It is Phoenix. All right.
He also was just in the finals. And yo, Book honestly sold.
Yeah.
Book going into his last rack needed 1 shot to go in.
Mm-hmm.
He had tied Dame's score by the time he got to the last rack, and he missed every single shot of his last rack.
Yep. That's the highlight of the Saturday night events because it was so.
He couldn't believe he sold, but that bad. He needed to make 1 shot.
Yeah.
Wow. That's
probably holding on to that till next year.
That sounds indicative of his last finals run. We got to start having some conversations about Book, man. I'm just saying.
We don't.
Oh.
No, we don't.
Start having some conversations about Book, man.
He's still the best. He's probably the second best 2 in the league now.
Second best 2? Who would you put above? Who are we even considering 2s anymore?
Ant.
Okay. Who else?
That's it. That's the only 2 better than him.
Who else are considered 2s in this league now? Because we got a lot of 1s that are running around. We got a lot of 2s that are pretending to be 1s. You got a lot of 2s that are pretending to be 3s. You got 3s pretending to be 2s. You got some 4s that are the size of 2s. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on now?
Donovan
Mitchell's a 2. And I have Book is better than him, respectfully. Respectfully.
Is Jaylen Brown a 2 or not?
Yes.
I don't know.
Yes.
It might be a 3 because Tatum plays the.
Oh, you know what? Off 2-way strength alone, I might put Jaylen Brown over. I don't know, bro.
Is Jaylen Brown a 2? He's 6'8".
He's a 2. He's 6'7". He's a 2.
I don't know that he's a 2.
Is Jaylen Brown better than Booker?
Yes.
No. On the defensive end, maybe, but Devin Booker's no slouch on defense either. And then offensively, I'm taking a Book over him every day.
My heart tells me Devin Booker's a better player than Jaylen Brown.
Yeah.
Can we look at what they're
That's a good way to put it because that's exactly my sentiment.
Can we look at what they're averaging this season? Because they're in about the same kind of place right now. What are they averaging?
Hey, you putting no Jaylen Brown over Devin Booker? You crazy?
I'll tell you right now. Hold on.
That's what it feels like. That's what it feels like. You can't. It's a sin to put Devin Booker underneath Jaylen Brown in any way.
Yeah, I can't do it.
Yeah,
other 2s in the league: Zach LaVine,
no,
Stephon Castle, Desmond Bain.
Even a bunch of second tier guys.
Austin Reeves. Ooh, where?
Ooh.
I don't.
Wait. Is Austin Reeves a top 5 shooting guard?
Yes,
he might be
in the NBA.
Top 5.
Definitively.
We got Ant, Book.
We have point guard rankings so often, and we do point guard and center rankings so often. Can we do the 2 guards real quick?
Yeah, but before we do, can we just revisit the Jaylen Brown thing? Because Jaylen Brown's averaging 30, And Book is.
I know, but hold on.
25.
Devin Booker has averaged 30 several times. Let's not do that.
He's also
hold on.
been
Let's
the number
do
one
it.
guy
We got
several times.
I'm just gonna say all the names in consideration. We could order them later, right?
Sure.
Ant, Book, Jaylen Brown, Donovan Mitchell, Austin Reeves, and who am I forgetting?
I think that's it right there.
Yeah,
All right, what order do those guys go in?
Ant number 1, Jaylen Brown number 2, whoever you want after that.
You got to stop doing the whoever.
All right. For real. Ant, Brown, Book, Mitch. It might be Reeves, but I feel like there was another name you said that I can see above him.
Harden.
Is
Harden's
Harden
not
a
a
2?
two.
Harden's
No.
a what now?
Yeah, Harden's not a 2 anymore, especially on the Cavs. He's clearly the one.
Yeah, especially on the Cavs. Yeah,
I'm thinking.
the genius of Harden is he could really be both. That's the genius of him. But
Yeah, it is.
I mean, yeah, that's what
a
it is.
different- Yeah.
I think that's. I'm telling you.
Who's the 2 over on the Thunder? Who's their starting 2? Isaiah Joe?
No,
It's not Jalen.
Williams.
Who's the guy that starts?
So
Lou Dort? Lou Dort?
No,
Oh,
he's the
okay.
3. You know the guy, Casey
Oh,
Wallace.
Case and Wallen. All right. so
No,
it's
no,
not
no,
him.
no.
No, wait, it can't be Case and Wallen. What? We're missing
It's
somebody.
definitely not Lou Dort.
Jalen
We're missing
Williams.
somebody. It's they got Lou and they got someone else on their team. Why can't I think about it?
Jalen Williams.
Maybe it is.
He's,
Jalen
I
Williams-
guess he is the 2, technically.
If Jalen Williams is a 2, he gets on this top 5 list.
Nope.
Who does he take out?
Nope.
He takes the 5th spot.
Nope.
Who does he take out, Dre?
He doesn't take out anyone for me. I didn't name anyone at the 5th spot.
Well, we had 5 names. You agreed to those 5 names. So what name comes out?
Austin Reeves.
Nope.
Yes. Austin Reeves is not a 2-way like that. Jalen Williams is. I rate 2-ways.
Listen, just because you play defense,
I mean,
you're
yo,
a better
Jalen Williams
player
was All NBA last year.
That's what I'm saying.
No.
Austin Reeves
I don't
is
know,
a high
though, bro.
octane offensive player, and he has
I
some
don't
good
know,
defense.
bro.
But
I
Jalen
don't
Williams
know,
is a true
bro.
2-way.
Jalen Williams is not more unstoppable than Reeves.
Yeah, but he can also
Also-
stop more than Reeves can.
Also, bro, can I read these starting lineups? Because I think I guess you could say Jalen's a 2, but look at the way they do their lineups.
That's what
bro.
I'm saying. That's what
Listen,
that was
so
the point I was making.
they when everyone's healthy, they'll do a lineup. They'll do a lineup of SGA, Dort, Jalen Williams, Holmgren, and either Cason Wallace or Andrew Wiggins. Or sometimes they go
Aaron.
Dort, SGA, Hartenstein, Holmgren, Cason Wallace. Y'all looked at me crazy, but Cason Wallace starts a lot.
He started a lot because Jalen Williams was out. Now that he's back, I don't think.
All right, well look at all
I
right.
always thought he was a 3. So I always looked at what's his name, Jalen Williams, as a 3.
I thought
Because if
there was a
everyone's
point he was a
healthy, if
4,
everyone's
honestly.
healthy, yo, look, if everyone with Jalen Williams and SGA both playing, the most common lineup they'll do is Dort, SGA, Holmgren, Williams, and either Wiggins or Wallace. That is with everyone healthy. That is their most common lineup. With everyone healthy, they do not often start Holmgren and Hartenstein together. They do sometimes, but a lot of these games I'm looking at, they have just started Holmgren and they'll go SGA, Dort, Williams, and Cason Wallace.
2s and 3s played.
Yeah, what's the starting lineup for the Rockets?
The Rockets.
They
Brother,
got
we know what
Mosaic.
the Rockets
They got a
started
single
like.
2 guard over there. That's in the
Emin
top.
Thompson is not in this conversation.
Is
He's the
Kevin
one.
Durant their 2 guard? Because that changes
Stop
things.
it. Stop it. We're not doing
Is Kevin
this.
Durant their 2 guard? This is what I'm talking about.
He is, and I said this way at the beginning of the season. That is the problem with the Rockets. I said this a long time ago.
If Kevin
You
Durant
have
is
Amen
their
Thompson
I'm
playing
not
point
putting
guard.
KD on this list. I'm not putting KD on this list.
if Kevin
I
Durant is
said
their
at
2
the
guard,
start of the season. At the start of the season, I said the problem with the Rockets is Amen is your point guard and Kevin Durant is your 2. I said this.
Everybody
Kevin
out there
Durant's-
out of position.
Kevin Durant's a 2 guard. He's the best 2 guard in the league.
Dre, stop, because we want to wrap up. I'm actually very curious in the actual answer to this conversation, not what's happening right now in the league.
He's right, Farrell.
I'm like, why are we saying my takes are not valid? I'm giving you facts.
Because we all know in real life Kevin Durant's not a 2-guard, bro.
He's not. But this is my point. The NBA in this positionless basketball.
I understand, bro, but we are smart basketball people. Let's have an actual reality conversation about the 2 guards in the league and who the top 5 is.
If Fred VanVleet was healthy, would he be playing that still?
I don't
know.
No, he would not.
I don't know.
Okay, the fact that y'all don't know is enough for me. The fact that y'all don't know is enough.
Can we not sidetrack down this random combo? We know what we're talking about. Let's talk about the actual real life 2 guards. I
gave you 5, right? And the question still comes down: is Jalen Williams considered their 2? If he is,
so even though we did the lineup analysis, I think I agree with Alan. Jalen Williams kind of plays like a 3 to me.
He does play like a 3. That's my problem. But they list him at the 2 so often.
I don't care. We talking about real life.
3s and 2.
So we're talking about play style then? Because KD also plays like a 2. So what are we talking about?
No, he doesn't. And I'm not going to get in the back and forth with you. We have never in our Kevin Durant has played 19 years in the NBA. We have never in our life ever talked about him as a 2-guard. So let's stop it. Let's stop. We've never done that.
3s and 2s play similar in today's
very similar
age.
Yes, and I agree because Jaylen Brown is also kind of a tweener. Yeah. For me, I think Jaylen Brown, of a tweener, his style leans more to a 2, in my opinion, than Jalen Williams does, in my opinion. But let's say for sake of argument, so we could stop the sidetrack, let's throw him into 2s as well. You got him over Austin Reeves?
Yes.
No.
This year?
Yes.
No.
No, not this year. Not this year. This year because he was hurt for a lot of this year.
So then let's talk about it right now. Of all the 2s that have played this year that are actually available. 2s, that are actually 2s. Who's top 5? Ant is clearly number 1. He's of all the real 2s in the league, he's had the best season, clearly, right? Who's had the second best season? I think you would, even though I think I like Book as a better player more than Jaylen Brown. I think you have to put Jaylen Brown as the second.
Not a question.
If we're talking about season specifically, yeah, I agree with that.
There's literally no question.
I think you got to put. I think Austin Reeves has an argument for 3rd.
I agree.
For 3rd,
I don't.
Okay.
Maybe you go Book because Book's played more. Austin was hurt for a good 2 months.
That's what I was going to say.
Listen, for me, it's Ant, Book. Wait, hold on. Yeah, Ant, Book. Who the other ones we named?
Reeves, Jalen Williams, and Jaylen Brown.
Nah. There was 5 before Jalen Williams got in here.
Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah, and we put Jalen Williams in there.
Okay.
Donovan Mitchell. Where's Donovan Mitchell?
3.
Okay, hold on. I got Ant, Book. Out of respect for Mitchell, I'll put him Mitchell 3rd.
So you're not putting Brown?
And then Brown.
And then Brown.
He's the MVP candidate, and you got him 4th in his position?
And then Brown.
Yeah.
What kind of list is this?
Yeah, and then Brown. Why y'all act like there aren't a bunch of guys in the NBA today who are just all similar in ranking and greatness within the league right now?
That's not what's happening.
For me, it's hard to put an MVP candidate 4th in his position.
Listen. I get it, and I'm the one that's talking about Jaylen Brown. Like, listen, we know how I feel about Jaylen Brown, but
this is your guy. This is why I'm so confused. This is the time for you to let your opinion
shine.
Right,
because I compare it to Tatum, but when I'm comparing him to the other guys who are
at
shooting
position.
At his position, I'm looking at skill set as well, right? Like Jaylen Brown is the least skilled offensively out of everybody that I know.
And yet he's averaging the most points out of everyone.
Right. I agree. Shout out to him. But if I'm taking a shooting
out to him.
If I'm taking a shooting guard, I'm taking those 4 over him. Because I firmly believe if all of those guys were in his position, they would be MVP candidates too.
I mean, Book is in his
position. I would agree with that.
Book is in his position right now.
He's not. No, he's not.
Dillon Brooks, that's another guy I talk about.
The Suns do not have nearly this talented of a roster as the Celtics right now, even without Tatum.
Is that accurate?
That's a fact.
I don't.
That's
they got
a
some
fact.
guys over there. They got
No,
a
they
couple guys
don't.
over there.
No, they don't.
Dylan
Okay.
Brooks is helping that man a lot.
Dylan Brooks
lot.
is helping that man a lot.
If Dylan Brooks was regular Dylan Brooks right now, they would be like the 10th seed.
Yeah.
Dylan Brooks being like a bubble all-star is the reason they're like 7th.
I'm telling you.
They got guys that just don't want to play games, like Jalen Green, not doing anything over there.
You see how
he hasn't played.
I told you about that man too. I told you.
You know what I'm saying?
He hasn't played. He
nothing.
hasn't played.
I know if
He
he did
can't
play,
do that.
If he did play,
If he did play, I think their record would be very different. Let's not do that.
yeah, different. That's the word we use. Okay.
Phoenix
Well,
is 32 and 24.
Yeah, they're the 7th seed. They're 7th seed.
That's kind of crazy, honestly.
No, that's very good.
Phoenix
for them.
being
I'm not
over
gonna lie.
500 is nuts.
Consider what happened last season. That's very good right now.
No,
It's not.
no,
it's
for
not
sure.
making KD look good. I'm telling you.
It's kind of crazy. Oh, it's kind of too late now. We didn't talk about KD. We just that's a
Oh, the
whole other
burner
verse of
count.
that.
Hold on.
But it's too
Nah,
late now. It's too late.
whatever.
It's too late. Yeah, that's a funny fact.
Wait. So can everyone? I want everyone get. So we have Paul's final lineup. Alan, what's your final lineup? This is very tough for me actually, because
So
if we take away season, does that change it for y'all? Like if we just go player, but here's the thing, I don't want to do like I don't want to do average. Like for example, I'll put it this way, right? Like Jaylen Brown is having his best year.
Right.
I think we have to incorporate that into how good of an overall player he is. Like if we're gonna take Book and look at the best Book has ever been, okay, then same thing with Jaylen Brown. No, like we have to incorporate seeing him now as the best he's ever been into him as a player. So sure, we can take Book's best year and put it against Jaylen Brown this year. Is who's the better player?
Brown.
Ah, man.
Brown is the Finals MVP. Like I really don't understand what we're talking about here.
Yeah,
Book's nice, bro.
He is. I'm not saying he's not nice,
Man,
but he is a offensive juggernaut with some defense. Brown is a two-way guy that has won a Finals MVP and is the second best team in the East right now. He is one of those guys, and we have to stop pretending he's not.
Devin Booker got violated for most of his career.
That's true.
that's what I was going to say.
Of his career.
Yeah, no, that's a fact.
And as soon as he got some help, he got to the finals.
That's true.
So they say that Devin Booker's best year. There's 2 years that they count as potentially his best year. They say 21-22, he finished 4th in MVP voting, and he averaged 26.8. And let me see what the rest of it was. Or they say 23-24, where he averaged his career high in assists at 7 assists and 27 points, and he was top 11 for both. So if we take that year, is he a better player than what Jaylen Brown's doing this year?
It's
So
comparable.
besides the 30, what else is Jaylen Brown doing?
27 and 7.
Versus,
Is that better than 29, 7 and 5?
No.
It's comparable.
I think it is. I think I have to say it is.
27 and 7 and what? What's the other
If
one?
you're top 11 in 2 categories, that's better than being 4th in scoring and a non-factor in anything else.
It's comparable.
I mean, well, I don't know if he's a non-factor in anything else.
I'm looking at it. He's 37th in rebounds and he's 35th in assists.
What
He's in the
about
50s
steals?
of field goal percentage.
What about
Booker was
steals?
top 11 in 2 categories.
What about steals and blocks? Because we're talking about a two-way player. You got to consider those.
Okay. I don't think he's on the leaderboard of steals and blocks this year at all. He's at a steal a game and 0.4 blocks a game. That's not going to be in the leaderboard.
Check it.
It's
Come on, man.
It's not.
Wait.
It's not. I promise you, it's not. If you want me to actually go look it up,
I know.
for you.
Amen Thompson and them average.
Okay,
and his brother average
for reference, the top 5 players in blocks in the league are all at 2. So that's gone.
That's
And
percentage.
so-
That's percentage. There's a different category for guards.
No, there's not. It's blocks leaders. What are you
so
talking
you're
about?
saying? So you're saying because he's a guard, we shouldn't be comparing him to the.
That's
centers.
ridiculous. Because
never
No,
did that
because
with
people
Dwayne
did that with
Russell
D Wade
Westbrook.
though.
We never
People
did that with Dwayne Wade or Russ
They
Westbrook.
say
No. Listen. But that's a different stat. To be top 11 in your position versus top 11 in the NBA is different. Book was top 11 in the NBA in 2 categories. We're not going to change it to position for Jaylen Brown to get him in a top 10 or something. He is not top anything in any other category than scoring.
Listen, man. All I'm saying is...
So, based off that, if you take Booker's best 2 years, yeah, he's better.
I disagree.
Listen, to me...
All Jaylen Brown is doing this year is scoring.
Technically,
in terms of elite at a top level...
I mean, and leading his team to the second best league record in the East, but okay.
Okay, I'm saying Book's best year, he did that. Book's best year, he got to the finals and he was 4th in MVP.
Right. Okay. So Jaylen's best year, he's the second best team in the East, and his second best year, he's a Finals MVP. Jaylen's better. I truly don't understand.
Celtics are going to end up 3.
Look at that team, bro.
Listen, all I'm going to say, all I'm going to
end up 3.
All of us.
Say again, Alan.
I'll just say Celtics going to end up 3. I just
fact.
don't want that to be slid under the rug.
That's a fact.
No, but without getting into that, it's a very likely scenario that Jaylen Brown ends up 3rd or 4th, which would be the same in terms of MVP achievement. And again, Booker's best year were firmly statistically better.
To me, the stats are very similar. To me,
no, I see. That's where I disagree. If someone is top 11 in 2 categories, and you are yes, you're top 4 in scoring, but you're nowhere near top anything in anything else. You cannot say the stats are similar.
But hold on. But if you look at the raw numbers themselves, they are similar.
They're similar.
What? In what way?
What's the points per game for both in their best seasons?
29.
So, first of all, I'm not going off Book's highest scoring ever. If you want to compare best scoring season,
no, in the seasons that you named.
Okay, there's 2 contenders for Devin Book's best year. The one that had he averaged about the same in both of them. In both of them, he was at 27.
Right.
Okay. Jaylen Brown's averaging in his best year right now 29. Cool. He's got 2 more. He's top 4 in scoring in the league.
Right.
In one of Booker's best years, it was 27 and 7, and his 7 assists, he was top 11 in the league. Not for guards, not for 2 guards. He was top 11 in the league. Jaylen Brown is not doing anything else top anything.
Okay, but what are the numbers?
He's averaging 5 assists. 5 is not that all from 7. He's not like the year.
That's what I'm saying. It is similar. Like, if you look at the raw numbers,
the year that Devin Booker was averaging 7 assists, was he playing point guard that year?
I think so. I think that's what they started.
So there you go.
It was 20. No, because it was 22, 20. It was what was it? It was 23, 24. Sure.
Yeah, he wasn't playing that year.
There you go. So like, what are we talking about? Like, he's doing
what does
the
that
job
matter?
was given.
What does that matter?
What does that matter? He's the primary guy. He's your primary playmaker. That's all.
Jaylen Brown couldn't do that on his team if he was good at it.
I don't know if he could, and I don't know if he would. And it doesn't matter because he's not.
But see, hold on. This is my point.
If Jaylen Brown could average, wait, time out. Now we sound dumb. No. Now we sound dumb.
Sense?
If Jaylen Brown could be
a
top playmaker,
your secondary playmaker is averaging
Andre, hold on. If Jaylen Brown could be a top playmaker in the league of any year of his career, why would he not be doing it right now?
Because that's not his role on the team.
That's not his role.
He couldn't do it.
It's not his role.
That's what
you can't do it. This will be the year to do it.
Not necessarily. There's an argument for both. There is an argument for both. Fire.
They have.
Listen, I lean towards you and him not being able to do it, but I'll just say
in his previous scenario as the second best player with a bunch of weapons, and now as in his role as the best player, you're gonna tell me both of those scenarios, neither one, if you have elite playmaking in you, lends towards doing it.
Hold on.
He's asked to just go out there and kill.
Right.
I understand. So then I go back to his previous role. If he could do it, why wasn't he doing it in his previous role?
Because of your boy Tatum. They tried to make him, they focus on him. They made him the point forward. That's why.
So you're telling me Jaylen Brown has never had any opportunity to be a playmaker? That sounds nuts.
In the prime of his career.
No, he hasn't. He literally has not. They always had Jason Tatum. They had Drew Holiday. They had Kai.
Is this his highest assist season?
Probably. Let's look at it. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
So this is the best he could do.
Yeah.
I mean,
Come
you
on
said
now.
that being tasked as being
Come
the
on
primary.
now.
He's
Listen.
not tasked as being the primary playmaker.
Because he can't do it.
He doesn't have to do it.
Let's just go off the eye test. Does Jaylen Brown strike you as a player that has the
No.
IQ to be a playmaker?
No, but that doesn't negate.
No.
That doesn't negate what Andre's saying, though. That doesn't negate
It
what
doesn't
Andre's
negate
saying.
what I'm saying.
It doesn't negate.
I know it doesn't de facto, but we can be smart and make an analysis of it. That man is not a playmaker. Like, let's be serious.
Listen.
Not first and foremost. That's irrelevant because that's not the question.
People said that about
Right?
Devin Booker too, though.
What?
Huh?
People,
No, you cannot. No, you cannot.
I said
What
people
can you
before,
I think
before
Devin Booker is definitely better than Jaylen Brown in that respect. I think.
Yeah.
No,
it is
no,
And
best.
we knew that. And we knew that.
Now, before we saw it, people definitely had him in the category
Right. When he
of
was playing because when he
scorer.
was a two guard,
That's it.
when he was a secondary playmaker, he was also averaging 5 assists.
Who do you think is a higher IQ player between the two of them? Take
Who I
stats
think
out of
higher
it.
IQ?
Take stats out of it.
I'm gonna
Who's
say
a higher
Booker.
IQ
Probably
player?
Book.
Booker.
Probably Book.
So then
So then what? No. So then what? What does that go to?
IQ doesn't go to capacity to be a playmaker?
It does. Of course it does.
So wouldn't we assume the higher IQ players probably has a higher capacity to be a playmaker?
Likelihood, yes, but not necessarily.
Name a scenario where that hasn't been the case.
Russell Westbrook averaged.
Can you name 2 players where the higher IQ player on the team was a worse playmaker than someone else on the team?
Maybe not on a team scenario.
That's under. Nah, I'm saying Westbrook. And Westbrook
That's
and
exactly
KD.
right. There are
Westbrook
no
and KD.
times. Russell Westbrook
KD's
led the
a higher
league
IQ
for
player than
years.
Westbrook.
And
That's
you
not
have
too
all
far?
told me he's not a high IQ.
No, because, and this is the idea, the theory I've been coming to recently when we did our breakdown of Kevin
Now you
Durant's
gotta change it up.
basketball ideology. I'm not holding, and also the way that he clashed with the Warriors. I'm not rating Kevin Durant's overall basketball IQ that high. Kevin
That's a
Durant has
controversial
an
statement.
incredibly high. No, I'm being dead serious. Kevin Durant has an
believe you.
incredibly high scoring IQ. In the later years of his career, I'm starting to question his overall basketball IQ.
That's fair.
His scoring IQ, probably top 3 ever.
Westbrook was
Sure.
a nut, though.
Yeah. So if we go, let's go back to Russell Westbrook.
Cocaine bear.
You can say like, oh, there's arguably people on the team with higher IQ than him, but you could say there are people around the league that had higher IQ than them, and he was leading them in assists for years, literally for years. So you don't need to have the highest IQ to be the better or more voluminous playmaker, right? One is not; it doesn't necessarily lead to the other. And so my bigger point is even and taking that.
This is an interesting question I want to ask you as a Russ fan. Was Russ's problem IQ or perspective?
What?
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, no. What are you talking about?
I just said what?
Approach to the game
But
versus like,
approach to the
ability
game.
understand it.
okay.
No,
Like when we talk about Russ's understanding of basketball,
Right.
to be the playmaker that he was, I think there's a lot of evidence that Russ understands how to play basketball.
Correct.
But
you're onto something.
but
You're onto
Russ's issue not calling his own number too much.
No, you're on the something.
That's an IQ. That's an IQ thing too.
He's saying
He can't
change the way he approaches the game.
Because it works in the reverse, right? We all think LeBron has one of the highest IQs ever, right? And was his criticism sometimes not calling his own number enough? So I don't know if IQ goes towards balance, knowing the balance in your approach between scoring and playmaking. I don't know if those two things are connected.
That's the danger of psychoanalyzing NBA players. Like we see
I don't know
flaws.
if yes.
Yeah, we see flaws, and then we try to say, well, these flaws exist because of this issue. Where sometimes it is and sometimes it isn't. We don't know because we're not in their head.
But in the case of
Westbrook,
he's actually said as much damn near. In the case of Westbrook, he's pretty much like said this. He says he only approaches the game one way and one way only, and he don't know how to do it any other way.
Yeah,
so that kind of goes to Farrah's point about IQ versus perspective. He could
he
just ignore
was
his
talking
IQ.
about energy though.
Because in my opinion, I think the IQ, if there was an IQ club like guys that talk ball at a high level, I think Russ is in those conversations.
Yeah, sure.
Like when you like everywhere he's been, like when it comes to breaking down the game and like IQ analysis of the team, Russ is always at the forefront of those conversations on his team.
See,
he's not like a guy who like is just hooping out there.
No, of course not. But that wasn't the statement either. The statement was.
What do you mean none of them are?
What?
You're in the NBA. None of them are.
Well, no. I'm talking relative. No. I'm talking relative. Y'all know who like for me at least as a guy who like, and I feel like Paul, you've coached, so like you could tell when there are certain players on the team that are talking schematics for real from an overall perspective with the coach, and there are guys who are executors. They're high IQ enough to understand what they're being told, but they're not about to have like input, and like they're not about to brainstorm with the coaches on what to do. You know, there's a difference there.
Yeah, but like I didn't coach in the NBA. I firmly believe everybody.
I understand, but listen, it's all relative. You know that there's a difference. So just because you get to the NBA level doesn't mean that everybody there is the smartest basketball player on the earth. We know that for a fact.
No, but I firmly believe that everybody in the NBA has a high enough IQ to understand the game. And just because you see
LeBron and JJ Redick told us, LeBron and JJ Redick and Steve Nash have already told us that's not true.
I think
guys, a fair amount of guys get to the NBA because they're freak athletes and they don't understand how to play basketball.
Yeah, but I think even those guys, they learn eventually.
No, I don't think so.
Look at this comment.
Sometimes, no, let's be realistic. Sometimes you are either a freak athlete or a freak talent.
Come on,
and
man.
Because you are one of 1,000 talent-wise, you get to the NBA. But I don't think everyone that gets to the NBA is a basketball genius. I don't think that's true.
I think listen, look at the comment that your dad made, right? This is an example of what I'm talking about. J.R. Smith, when he came into the league, was a nut. He didn't know anything. Right?
And when he left the league, he was a nut too.
No. I think he developed an IQ over time. If you're in the NBA and you
come out, but Paul, from what we literally observed, even at the peak of that period that you would say where he gained knowledge, look at the stupidity thing that he did.
That was a mistake. Everybody makes a mistake.
No.
Stop it.
That wasn't just a mistake.
No, I'm serious.
That wasn't a mistake. That's the problem. He didn't think he did something wrong. It wasn't a mistake.
Yes, he did.
I thought we were up.
I
thought we were up.
It was a mistake.
Crazy.
You think that's an IQ thing?
Yes.
That was more like awareness and IQ. That's
no way.
Awareness and IQ.
Let me connect you.
I think.
Hold on. A tenet of basketball IQ is being attuned to time, score, and scenario. That's a part of IQ, knowing that that's important to be paying attention to at all times. Making decisions based on time, score, and scenario is IQ, not just reacting to whatever happens live in front of you, thinking about what is the time, what is the score, what is the scenario, what is the matchup. That's IQ.
No, I
so you not knowing the time, score, and scenario to be able to make a decision once the basketball was in your hands, that is poor IQ.
He made a decision based on the time and scenario, but he had the wrong time. I mean, the wrong score. That's what I'm trying to say. It's a mistake. That's all it was. He thought he was doing the right thing because of the score, not because he looked at the score and was like, "This is what I need to do," and that was just a bad IQ decision, a low IQ decision. I think he just made a mistake.
I think awareness is a part of IQ. You being aware of what's going on is IQ. It is.
Yes and no. It depends.
We can agree to disagree on that. We can agree to disagree on that.
All right.
My point is that in every team that Russ has been on, if y'all can agree, there is separation in IQ. We're not going to sit here and act like everyone on an NBA team has the same level of IQ. That's obviously not true.
No,
right?
Yeah.
So I'm saying Russ on every team he's been on has been at the top of the rung of IQ guys on the team. Can we all agree on that?
I don't know.
Say it one more time.
I would argue that on every team Russ has been on, he is regarded and respected as near the top of the ladder in terms of IQ on the roster.
Sure.
By the other teammates, you mean?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Sure.
All right, for the sake of the argument, I'll agree to that. So, but like, what's your point after that?
Right.
That Dre was trying to use Russ as an example of low IQ still being a high playmaker. And I'm saying I wouldn't characterize Russ as a lower IQ guy.
That's not at all.
Low IQ.
That is exactly what. No. You said that you were trying to say that you don't have to have a higher IQ to be a high volume playmaker and brought up Russ. But I think Russ, in the years that he was leading in assists, was one of the highest IQ guys in the league.
That's fair. Okay. So
then what's your point then?
What's my point? So first and foremost, we're not going to mischaracterize what I said by saying that Russ has a low IQ.
So what were you? I didn't say that you said he was low IQ.
You literally just said
you tried to. I said that you tried to make an argument that you don't need to have the highest of IQs to be a high volume playmaker. Was that not the point you were making?
Okay, that is the point I'm making.
And my retort to that is Russ had one of the highest IQs.
Okay, so the point being, were there other people in the league that had higher IQs than Russ when he was leading the league in assists? Yes or no?
Okay, if you want to say it's not a 1-to-1,
correct.
That the assist leaders,
that's exactly the point.
Of course, the assist leaders are not going to be 1-to-1. Okay. He's the highest IQ guy. That's obvious, but that doesn't speak to the argument.
So that necessarily, it's not 1-to-1, which is my point. Versus Jaylen Brown versus Devin Booker, just because Devin Booker is the higher percentage doesn't necessarily mean he's going to necessarily have more assists. He had more assists.
But I'm arguing he had both.
So am I going to be allowed to finish a point, or are we just like going to keep cutting?
Go ahead.
Thanks. So my point being,
thank you, sassy ass. Thanks.
Keep going.
Okay,
we got to talk about something else too.
Well,
we don't. We're ending after the conversation. You forfeited your right.
My point being, when Devin Booker, he might be a higher, IQ player, whatever. When he was a secondary ball handler, he's getting 5 assists. Jaylen Brown's always a secondary ball handler or a secondary playmaker. He's getting 5 assists. The 1 year Devin Booker was asked to be the primary playmaker, he got 7 assists. I have not seen Jaylen Brown be asked to be the primary playmaker at any point. I don't know if he can.
Do you think he could do that if he was asked?
I don't know.
But also, let's not act like decisions are made in a vacuum. Do you think the reason why Jaylen Brown has never been asked is because he's probably not good at it?
No,
I'm asking that because we all just agreed that Devin Booker is clearly a higher IQ player.
No.
So why wouldn't those things be connected?
Because
none of us disagreed. We all agreed with you that he was the higher IQ player.
That's what I said. We all just agreed.
Oh, I thought you said disagreed.
We all just agreed that Devin Booker is the higher IQ player. If we use the rules of logic, it then makes sense that at some point in that player's career, he might be asked to be the primary ball handler. If we all agree this guy is a lower IQ player, why does it not make sense that he's not going to be asked to be a primary ball handler?
Because of the availability, right? When Devin Booker was availability of players, when Devin Booker was asked to be the primary playmaker, they had no one else. So it's him or no one.
But they traded away their playmaker because they believed that he could do that.
No, because the franchise is crazy. That was the wrong move.
Yeah,
that was the wrong move.
We agree on that. We're talking about the decisions and
right.
We don't have to go in circles. Alan, what's your 5? I got Devin Booker as a better player than Jaylen Brown.
This season? Are we talking about this season or overall?
Overall, you could take their best seasons as their peak if you want to.
All right, overall,
I still haven't heard an argument from Dre on how Jaylen Brown is better than Booker.
Well, because
overall, I'm going. Hold on. Overall, I got Ant, D Book, Jaylen Brown, Donovan Mitchell, and I gotta put Austin Reeves. So that's my 5.
Yeah, I got Austin Reeves as a better player than Jalen Williams. I'm so sorry.
Yep.
I don't see how, but all right.
What does Jalen Williams do better than him?
Play defense.
And then what?
That's it.
So is Tony Snell better than Austin Reeves?
Tony Snell is a one-way player. The only thing
is Alex Caruso better than Austin Reeves?
Alex Caruso is mostly a one-way player.
What does Jalen Williams do offensively that's even comparable to Austin Reeves?
What does he do comparably? He shoots the ball. He knows how to make lays. And he averages 22.
His ability to shoot the ball is comparable to Austin Reeves?
I don't know about that. Austin Reeves is by far the better offensive player, but by far the better defensive player is Jalen Williams. And if you're asking me if
then if they're by far in opposite directions, how is Jalen Williams better than him?
Because defense wins games.
And I rate offense higher than defense.
Yeah,
on the individual level. So I'm putting Austin Reeves over.
That's fair.
I do too.
I told you what I rate.
Especially for me, it's the level of defender. If you're a one position defender, you can't use that to call yourself two-way and better than another guy just because you're a little more athletic. Because if you're talking about your position only, then all that is athleticism and effort. So yes,
that's not what happens with Jalen Williams.
Jalen Williams has a little bit more lateral foot speed than Austin Reeves. I'm not saying that makes him better. If Jalen Williams was out here guarding multiple positions and was executing defensive IQ at a high level, if he was the quarterback of defense for his team, then maybe I would hear you. But yes, Jalen Williams is able to move his feet. Congratulations. Right.
And that's a big part of being a better defender. In fact, there are guys in this league that would their entire defensive schemes would turn around dramatically if all they learned how to do was add some lateral movement.
You're positing two-way player as if he's I don't like that being a two-way player is such a premium in the league today that we're taking any two-way player and calling that elite. There's a difference between being a two-way player and being an elite at two ways.
But is that
I wouldn't call Jalen Williams an elite defender.
I didn't.
He's a defender. He can defend.
I didn't say he's an elite defender.
I know you didn't. That's what I'm saying. He can defend.
I'm sorry.
How bad is Austin Reeves as a defender?
He doesn't have great lateral foot speed.
He's okay.
No. How bad is he really though?
I just told you he's laterally challenged. He puts in effort. He's got great hands. He takes a lot of charges. He just can't move his feet that well.
He's no better than Jalen Brunson. He's literally no better than Jalen Brunson.
So
I disagree with maybe about the same. Maybe about the same.
So therefore, you're talking about two bad defenders versus one that's okay. So that's Andre's point.
That's exactly right. And he's not even okay. He's good. He's a good defender. He's not elite.
How does that make him better? If Austin Reeves is miles
basketball.
Which is something you've said before,
so I don't understand this take from you.
Well, when I bring up a two-way player and rate him over an offensive stud, is because that person is elite at defense. I'm not going to say just because you're elite at offense and solid defensively, you're going to be better than someone who's miles ahead of you offensively.
Wild comment. I'm sorry.
No, that's crazy.
You're dead serious, but that caught me off guard. I didn't see.
I was gonna say you're making an assumption that Andre thinks Austin Reeves is like that on offense. I feel like that's what you think.
Please don't watch that. Please don't watch that.
Am I right, Andre?
I'll put it on the screen.
No.
I'm so sorry. I don't mean to be unprofessional. What were you saying?
Why?
Is it safe to say? I feel like the big assumption that we're all making is you think Austin Reeves is like that on offense. I feel like you don't think he's as good as how we're rating him. No,
I do.
Oh, okay. Then I don't know.
We're talking about a guy that averages 25
Let me use different names. Andrew Wiggins is like a two-way
third
guy,
option,
right?
though.
I'm sorry?
Andrew Wiggins is like a two-way guy, right?
I guess.
Yes, absolutely. Yes.
Well, how about DeAndre Hunter? DeAndre Hunter's a two-way guy, right?
Okay, that's fair.
Is DeAndre Hunter better than Trae Young?
No.
Why?
Because of the level of offense. There are levels to it, and I'm saying the levels.
No, keep going. No, keep going. Wait, Alan, let him do it. Keep going.
No. The level of offense, right? You're talking about a true 30 and 10 guy, right? What else does Austin Reeves do offensively besides score?
And that's my point. You don't think Austin Reeves is like that?
He wasn't averaging 30 and 10 at several points during the season.
I don't. In stretches where he had no one else, sure.
Yeah, Luka.
So
he had 30 and 10 with Luka next to him.
Yes.
Yes.
No,
Austin Reeves is nice.
I don't know who this guy
Nice.
is, bro. I don't think you know who this guy is. Even right now, if you use the whole season numbers, he's averaging 26, 5, and 6 on 51% from the field.
That's Jaylen Brown numbers right there.
it's not. Jaylen Brown's averaging 30.
No, he's not.
Jaylen Brown
He's
is
averaging
averaging
29.
30.
He's averaging 29.
He's averaging 29.6. If we're
Point
saying
2, relax. Point 2.
29
Point 2.
I just saw it.
Point
before.
2. I just looked it up. Point 2.
Oh,
Don't
he
do
went down?
that.
He went down.
Don't do that.
Hold on.
Come on.
Yo,
Let's
I
make it
love how
hard.
I've looked. This is the third time I've looked something up and said to Dre, and then he goes, "Hold on," to look it up.
Hold on.
You
He
don't respect your word.
Kawhi won
You
the
don't
All-Star
respect your
movie in
word.
2019. I said that was Kevin Durant. I just looked it up. He goes, "Hold on."
I gotta confirm everything I'm hearing.
They don't believe you.
You're
I don't
talking
really
about
know.
0.2 versus 0.6. Let's go, man.
I don't believe anyone. That's the thing.
So we
That's what
all
makes it
have
a good
Austin
theory.
Reeves. We all have Austin Reeves in the top 5 over Jalen Williams, right?
No.
Other than other than
This season, yes.
I'm not
No,
picking
this season,
Jalen
yes.
Williams.
No, period. So the consensus, if we did voting, right, 3 out of 4, our consensus top 5 S2 guards to end this. And one more rabbit hole to go down. That what can we what is Donovan Mitchell?
Boy.
Two guard.
No, not position, but like I feel like we're kind of just throwing him around in this combo. We talked
Inside out
and we don't,
tempo pusher.
hold on, and we don't have to talk about. We did a big back and forth between Book and Jaylen Brown. We did a big back and forth about Austin and Jalen Williams. Where does Mitchell fall into all of this?
4. Let's keep going.
I think
Alan Paul, like we know he's not as good as Ant. We all are certain. We were going back and forth between Book and Brown. Both of them are for sure better than
I had
Mitchell.
him third. I had Donovan Mitchell third.
Say more. Who is he better than?
Third.
I got him over Jaylen Brown, and
That's
I got
crazy.
him over Reeves.
I kind of feel like Donovan Mitchell is better than Jaylen Brown too.
That's also crazy.
Ooh.
Donovan Mitchell, what is Donovan Mitchell's All NBA's been?
His all NBAs? I don't know. I gotta check that.
Let me
looking right now.
tell you something, right? Let me say this, right? When you
Like
are a
Donovan
guard-
Mitchell is
Hold on,
one
let
of
me talk-
them.
Let me say this for a second, right? When you are a guard, we have to have a level of like we can't. I'm starting to think that we can't hold guards to forward and center, like forward and center standards when it comes to greatness, because you could be.
That's this era. That's cap. Just because there's a lot of great guards this year does not mean we don't have to distinguish between them. We can distinguish.
But they're all nice though. That's what I'm trying to say. Like the fact,
Sure,
what you're
Let's
saying is
do
reason
the
why-
work. That's what this platform is here for. Let's do the work to tell the people what the differences are.
But
That's
but
why
see,
when
the
Dre
difference
goes,
is-
you can just throw the rest of them together. I'm like, stop doing that. That's what this platform's supposed to be here for. We have to distinguish for the people who can't tell the difference.
I respect that, and we can distinguish, but at the same time, we got to be honest too. Like, just because we're drawing the sixes doesn't mean that one is better than the other. Like, they all literally could be on the same level. And I think that's what we're seeing with Donovan Mitchell. Wait, hold on.
I haven't heard anyone say that because no one said Jaylen Brown and Book are the same. No one said that.
Let me say this quick though. Andre's talking about Jaylen Brown being an MVP candidate as a reason why he should be greater than everybody else in this list.
I also said Finals MVP. He's the only Finals MVP in this list.
Yeah, but look at the team he played on. You can't say
right.
What? All these guys are, with the exception of Austin Reeves, all these guys are on stacked teams.
No,
they're
not.
No, they're not.
No,
The Wolves
Wolves
are stacked.
The
Wolves aren't stacked. The Cavs aren't stacked.
The Timberwolves are not stacked. The Cavs are not stacked.
How are the Cavs not
The
stacked?
Suns are not stacked.
I don't think the Lakers are stacked.
The Lakers
Suns
are
are
not
not
stacked.
If
None of them.
I'm being honest, if I trade Brown for any of these three guys, who's to say they can't make Finals MVP on that same team?
That's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm trying to tell.
The only one we would say Jalen Williams, which is why I think he doesn't get in the top 5.
Right.
None of us think Jalen Williams is getting a Finals MVP on that team.
Austin Reeves is not getting a.
Austin Reeves.
You can't say that. You can't say that right now.
He's averaging 35 on the Celtics. He's averaging more than Jalen Brown.
Sure.
Austin Reeves is not. Jalen Brown is
35 and 10, mind you. 35 and 10.
Jalen Brown
will be losing.
Jalen Brown is the least skilled. Jalen Brown is the least skilled offensively out of all these guys that we're talking about.
Other than Jalen Williams.
More.
Huh?
And yet he's averaging more than all of them.
Because the thing is, he gets to his spot and just jumps up and shoots.
Right.
And he's good at it. So he doesn't have to be skilled like that. But if we're talking about replacing him with other players, come on, man. Come on, like the skill is gonna shine through with all these other players.
So why isn't it shining on their teams? Why isn't it shining on their teams?
Well, with Austin Reeves,
it's situational, bro. You know this.
Exactly.
It's situational. So what's wrong? So give me the situation for the Cavs that makes it so different.
If Dylan Brooks was on the Celtics, you think Jaylen Brown is getting more than 25 points a game?
No. Well, I'm sorry. Say that one more time. So did you say Dylan Brooks?
Right now, the Dylan Brooks that Devin Booker
got like 3 Dylan Brooks on the Celtics. Yes.
No, they don't.
Really don't. Let me stop. Now I'm bugging out. Now I'm bugging.
A lot of people would agree with you. That's a problem, though. A lot of people would agree with you, but Dylan Brooks is like that. That's what I'm saying. So you put him on the Celtics.
Can we come back to D. Mitch? Because again, we keep skipping over him, and like, where does he?
What does that tell you? What does that tell you?
I think it's the same thing that happens media-wise, but like D. Mitch has been All NBA twice.
Right.
You know when we're gonna appreciate him? When he retires and he's in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, probably.
And I think that's messed up.
Maybe he might gotta go to a bigger market. I don't know.
He does.
It could be.
He's played in 2 of the smallest markets in the entire NBA. Yeah,
exactly. That might be a part of it, man.
Cleveland and Utah.
I tell you,
you're right. He is that nice, but like, I don't know what it is. Like, I don't know. It's hard. I couldn't tell you what it is because he is that nice.
I think he's better.
I think he's solidly in the 4th, and that's fair.
I think him and Book, because we haven't done ties yet, right? Which, to Paul's point, some of these guys could be the same level. I think Book and Mitch are tied at the same level for second.
I disagree.
I think Anthony Edwards and Devin Booker are tied.
That's crazy.
That's
best? Actually crazy.
Wait, so you have Ant and Book in a completely different tier than Mitch?
I think he might be up there too.
I think but an argument can be made. Yeah. Mitch is the fully evolved jump shot version of Ant.
Right.
What?
Like, what does Ant do that
Mitch
doesn't?
No. Anthony Edwards
led the league in 3-point shooting at one point. What are we talking about?
Mitch was in the 3-point shooting contest this year.
Okay, that doesn't. Ant led the entire league, not just for an evening.
All right. I'll pull up the 3-point leader. I'll pull up the 3-point leader standings in the league right now.
Go for it.
And changed his whole.
And has become like a 3-point shooter. So
he's actually we're talking about elite. He's elite at multiple.
Donovan Mitchell is 3rd in the league right now
at 3-point shooting.
Yes.
Yep.
No.
In percentage.
Hold on, Pyro. Hold on.
So let's really
wait. In percentage.
Hold on. Oh, you see this?
Yes.
No, not in percentage. It made.
Okay. Oh, and made. Okay.
Yeah. Which is what Ant led in, by the way. Ant did not leave in percentage. He led in made. Because he was chucking him.
I think he's leading. No, he's not leading in percentage. Actually,
not even close. When we say Ant led the NBA, it was in 3-pointers made.
Shout out to DiVincenzo. He did that once.
And right now, Mitch is 3rd in made, and he's always a top leader in made. We don't talk about Donovan Mitchell. That wasn't his first time in a 3-point contest. He's been in it 3 times.
Mitch is 2.
So I was going off average, but if you go by total, it's second, right?
Yeah, that's crazy.
I'm trying to tell you, Mitch is just the okay. All right, if we go, there's help me out, my Pokemon member. It was Charizard, and then what?
Charmeleon.
Mitch is just the Charmeleon to Ant's Charizard, really.
No, Charmander, Charmeleon, Charizard.
Yeah, Charmander. All right, so If Ant is Charmander, Mitch is honestly Charizard. He was the Adidas guy first. He was the big dunker guy first. What is Mitch if not just grown up Ant?
Anthony Edwards is bigger though.
He's bigger, but is he that much better? Like, what's the difference?
No. That's what I'm trying to say. Like,
he's scoring.
That's why I said like all three of them are like tied for first.
I would agree with that. I think there's a tier. I think the top tier is a 3-man race. The top tier 2Rs in this league are Mitch, Book, and Ant.
Yeah, for a fact.
I think Jaylen Brown and Reeves are in tier 2.
And tier 2 can win the MVP depending on the situation.
It happens.
I don't know. Ant's number 3 in the league in scoring. Jaylen Brown's number 4. I don't know.
So is Ant the MVP?
I'm sorry?
Good.
So at the MVP?
If the team was doing better, he could.
Donovan Mitchell's number 3.
Julius?
Total points.
I'll tell you right now, if the Cavs get anywhere close to the Pistons, if the Cavs get anywhere close to the Pistons, Donovan Mitchell will be top 5 MVP candidate in voting for sure. If he gets anywhere close, he'll get a vote.
That's a fact.
So if
he got votes when they were one. Those years that they were one, he got votes.
Shai and Jokic is up there in the missed game. Shai and Jokic are both getting up there in the missed games. It might end up one of those guys.
It's gonna go to Cade. Cade is MVP. We already know this.
No, Cade might be MVP.
We'll see about
that. It's about the voters. I don't know if the voters want to give it to him this year.
We'll see about that.
You're bugged out.
We'll see about that.
I don't know.
That is a topic for another day. Let's do that next week. Because I think the voters are dying to give it to an American, and Cade just came out and tried to stamp himself. I'm the American.
Jaylen Brown.
He's doing the campaign. He's doing the campaign.
Mind you, and Ant doesn't want it. Ant's running from it. I think that plays into it as well.
Jaylen Brown.
I don't know why he's running from it. That's the thing.
Cade's better than Jaylen Brown for sure.
Cade is better than Jaylen Brown. For
sure.
We gassing this man up a lot, boy. Okay.
Oh, here we go.
That was us. Light it up. That was a good debate of the week. It started lighthearted, but it turned into a really actually good debate. But I think we can come to the consensus if we take out ranking numbers, if we go tiers. We got tier 1 shooting guards in the NBA, Mitch, Book, and tier 2, Jaylen Brown, Reeves, Jalen Williams.
Stop saying his name is crazy.
Too many Jalen's in the NBA, man. I'm listen. You gotta come with a different name.
Whether you like it or not, Jaylen Brown is a tier 2 guard in this league.
Too much.
He's a tier 2. Is Jalen Williams truly tier 2 or is he tier 3?
I think he's tier 3. I don't rate him like that. I'll put him at tier.
Even though he was all NBA?
He's tier 2.
What was he? Third all NBA or second?
Yeah, he was.
Third. Wait, how many all NBAs does Jaylen Brown have?
At least 3.
Right. So, but we gave it to Mitch with Mitch only having 2. And they're very comparable in all their stats this year, except for 3-point shooting. Mitch is blowing him out of the water in that.
I'm saying, like, I'm looking at skill. The skill is what separates it from me because they're all
but what does that skill translate to? But what does that skill translate? Kai is the most skilled player in the league. Like, are you going to put him better than everybody else?
He's in there too. He's in there too, but he's injured. So it's like I'm telling you, they're all like just bundled up together. Like,
no, I lied. He only has 2.
All right, so he has 2 and 2. That makes more compare. I don't know.
Nah, I got.
If Mitch gets to the same spot, and Mitch, obviously, if Mitch makes it to the finals, they win. He's the finals MVP. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, all I'm saying is 2 of these guys on this list have made it to the mountain, and only one of them came out on top. So that's the whole thing I'd leave off on.
So KD's
but those guys have had multiple teams. Both those guys have had multiple teams that are better than any team Mitch has ever had.
Hold on, Andre. So KD
like
is
Booker
him. KD's like top 5 all time.
How do you figure?
He got to the mountaintop.
Got 3 chips. 2 finals MVPs.
He has 2 chips, and there are multiple guys.
Oh no, I lied. I lied. Jaylen Brown didn't make it. Jaylen Brown didn't make All NBA. Hold on, update. Jaylen Brown did not make All NBA last year. He has 1 All NBA selection.
Well, then that settles it for me. You guys are right. He's in tier 2.
23.
All
right.
I can concede if I'm wrong about where I had him. If I'm wrong about where I had him, I still think. Huh?
Hold on.
Well, let me go check it. Let me go check. To your Kevin Durant point, that doesn't make any sense.
No one ever said Jaylen Brown will be the face of the league. That's why we just put him in tier 2. You're not listening. We just put him in tier 2.
He just got here.
That's a fact. Oh, what are you saying about Kevin Durant? Because that makes no sense.
No, I mean you talking about he got to the mountaintop and got the Finals MVP
of these 5 guys.
Yeah, but like you got to look at the scenario that he was playing, the situation.
Okay, but I don't even understand how that.
If we do that, Dre, if we did that, Austin Reeves has been to a conference final, which is further than Donovan Mitchell's ever gone.
Sure, that's true.
If we do that,
therefore,
that's true.
Austin Reeves is over Donovan
that
Mitchell.
would be insane.
Because when he did it, he was averaging like 19. It's not the same. It's not the same.
Listen.
Austin Reeves is the third.
You said Jason Tatum should have got that Finals MVP anyway. You said Jason Tatum should have got that Finals MVP anyway.
I do. I do.
And he should have.
No, he should have. No,
he should have.
But Drake, but you're going against your own argument right now.
No, I'm not. I'm just listing the facts.
Why you're
Let's go, Alan.
What do you say?
Peace. We're wrapping it up.
All right, let's go.
Paul, real quick. Do not pontificate. I'm not going. Paul, don't pontificate. I need a yes or no answer. Did it count? Yes or no? Don't pontificate. I'm ending it.
Do it in the playoffs.
Did it count?
This bet is capped. Hold on, guys. We got to vote. Oh, yeah. Guys, in the comments, nobody voted, but you have an opportunity while you're still here. Let us know who you think the Potter of the Week is in the comments. Let us know who you think had the best takes from what you heard. And also, let us know what you think we should do for the next week's Game of the Week. Here are the options one more time, and then, guys, we'll vote, and we'll see if any comments come in. We got Cavs Pistons on Friday, Thunder Pistons on Wednesday, Celtics Nuggets on Wednesday, Celtics Lakers on Sunday, Spurs Pistons on Monday. Y'all in the comments, let us know who you think had the best takes today and which of those games you like to see us run. And, guys, what do you think? I think it'd be criminal to miss Cavs Pistons. I think that's like an incredibly important game of this regular season right now to see how those two teams match up in February. But I understand if we can't all watch it. But that would be my vote, Cavs Pistons.
Yeah, I'm going Spurs Pistons only because I'm going to be driving to Connecticut at that during the game on Friday.
I wonder is Shea back?
No,
the Thunder are like the Thunder in this weird spot where I feel like they're really gearing up and resting for the playoffs. I don't know how.
No. Every game count, right?
No.
Thunder Pistons.
We got one vote from the comments that says Spurs Pistons.
Let's get it.
Those two teams do kind of have smoke.
Yeah. That might be my vote too. Yeah, that might be my vote.
Spurs Pistons Monday night, 7:00. Everyone's gonna be snowed in anywhere. Y'all ain't going nowhere.
That's a fact.
Y'all not going nowhere.
I can't believe this.
You thought the snow was done? More snow.
That's crazy.
More 10 to 12 inches.
That damn groundhog, bro.
Monday.
Yeah, I'm with that.
Spurs Pistons. Let's get it.
2K
tonight.
That damn groundhog.
Y'all still logged in. Who had the best takes today? Who was the Potter of the Week? Y'all let us know in the comments.
That's a fact.
It was me.
Because y'all not going anywhere tonight either. So who? It's snow tomorrow, brother. We're sleeping in. That means 2K tonight. We'll see you on the
tomorrow.
That's tomorrow. We're not going anywhere. Oh, my fault. You're right. We're not going anywhere tomorrow. So sleep it. You got to stay up late and sleep in. See you on the pod. See you on the stream tonight, y'all.
Brother, you are you can't even speak. You're just adding. You can't even get the words. We're gonna run 2K, right? We're gonna sleep in. We're gonna run
2K.
We're gonna stream it.
Y'all got any more of that?
Ronnie, I need more boost. Hold on, I need more boost. Hold on.
Y'all got any more of that VC?
What do you do for that 2K, right?
Huh?
What you willing to do for that 2K?
Play it.
Word.
That's what. Let's get it.
Play what?
Play the game. That's crazy. That's crazy.
He said I'm willing to play for 2K.
Hey, you know that people that do the VC glitches. Those are the real addicts.
That's
Yeah,
what
He
that's
said,
People with the
he said
Zens
you
in it,
could-
those are the real addicts.
Dre said you could see me for VC.
That's crazy. What's wrong? I got
one more.
That's
I got one more.
Oh my god!
Let me hear this.
Dre said I get loose for some boosts.
Oh,
oh no, that's nasty work.
That's nasty work. This guy's crazy. This guy's crazy. All I'm saying is y'all don't want to see 2K streams. That's what we're saying. I guess our point is don't want to play. It's fine.
Don't beg the audience now too. Don't.
Oh, I'm not begging the audience for nothing. I will be playing regardless. I will be playing regardless.
No.
I will be playing regardless. Unashamed.
end the stream, man.
All right, fast break, peace.
Hey, hold on. Do it in the playoffs. Do it in the playoffs, though.
Oh, brother.
Do it in the playoffs.
Why are you looking at the
Yo, they ran from my take. Yeah, do it in the playoffs. That's all I'm gonna say.
For your take.
You were late.
You had a chance.
Yeah,
You had a chance.
yeah, do it in the playoffs.
Oh man, that's what you wanted to say. That's what you hyping us up for. All right.
Big King.
My
One of
bad.
my new favorite players. Real talk. I like that.
Weird.
Do it in the playoffs.
Fast breaks. Listen. We back with another one.
Fast breaks, yeah, we coming with the takes. Never early, never late, but we always push the pace, yeah. And we really study tape, y'all just view the highlights. Man, we really watching games, yeah. You just watch from the stands. We run 3-man weeks, Paul, Dre, and Allen, yeah. Way more than a fan. We got love for the game. We don't have to pretend. Got it out the mud like you get it off the glass. I'm the run the fast break. Throw me the outlet. Yeah, we got it out the mud like you get it off the glass. Time to run the fast break. Throw me the outlet.